What up guys, what's up, it's your boy Don Jaws. Welcome back to another video. First, a veteran was first time playing with a certain vehicle in the Battlefield 6. Of course, this is the Battlefield 6 beta still, before I played, of course, the real multiplayer. But this is actually my first ever time flying a attack jet in Battlefield 6, or a jet in general. Now, jets have never been my strong suit. They've always been one of my weakest parts of me flying in the vehicles. I just don't play them enough, and usually I'll get bested by veteran pilots. This was a decent game. Of course, the ending is sad. You'll see in the end if you watch it through. But it was pretty decent. There was a strat in the beta where you can use both intercoms if you're on the NATO side, which just didn't really make much sense. Like at all, because it was bugged out and the other team, the packs, couldn't use their vehicle armament on their base side for their jet, so it was kind of unfair. And you just keep on respawning bombs over and over on their side, which is crazy. Of course, for the peak map, this map, you can go, a lot of time you're going to use this mountain here to go down and drop bombs on people, then go by your base and of course pick up, bombs again to drop more bombs on people. That's usually how the path you want to get the most kills possible. And all the maps you're going to find the routes, the cover routes, what covers you need to go in, and what cover, like low angles, maybe you'll find low to evade missiles, behind certain rock structures, mountains, covers, buildings, all that stuff, or to evade certain projectiles. It's lock-ons, the ultimate lock-ons. And sometimes you'll get RPG'd by a certain someone, maybe it's me. Or you just get RPG'd randomly out of nowhere. Sometimes that'll happen too, where someone Renzukes you, But, yeah, jet's never really one of my strong suits. Oh, it's my first time flying one. It's pretty weird. Of course, probably still the same in the full launch as in the beta right here. Didn't really change anything about the jets. Of course, triple kill there, my first ever triple in the jet. But, of course, free look, you want to be using free look as much as possible in the big map as well in the jet. Of course, use your map too. For the full game, I think it's like a medium to a large map. This is a small map. You couldn't really change your mini-map size in the beta, so... But, of course, it's a little bit hard to see in this game. But, of course, the miniguns, I didn't really nerf them yet. I think they still do too much damage to an aircraft. There's my first ever jet kill. My first ever enemy jet kill. It was pretty good. Nice shots for the kill. Looking around, always using free look to make sure there's no, especially when there's two jets on the map. There can be an attack jet and a fighter jet. That's what they call the stealth jet in this game. There's two of them. You always gotta keep an eye on which the other one spawns. It usually takes 90 seconds for the enemy jet to spawn when it dies. So always count like 90 seconds in your head and always look when it spawns and get ready for a fight. Because if they get the drop on you, looks like in this game, you're most likely going to die if they hit their shots. Of course, the Rendazik returns in this game as well. You can do it. I tested this in the beta. You can. All you do is just jump out of your jet. It will eject you, get your rocket out, and you can just shoot. I'm glad that Rendazik's return. We're going to see a lot of good clips in the full game if I start posting the clips again for the full game when I start playing multiplayer on the full game. But yeah, as you see, I'm trying to get the hang of it. It's a little weird when you're flying something in a new game for the first time, or someone's ran to the ground there. It's just, of course, for everything for vehicles and stuff, I have to put boost. A lot of people have their boost on vehicles to toggle, but I have mine on hold because if you toggle it, it immediately just uses all your jet fuel, and you really need the jet afterburn in a dogfight to keep your hold so throttle and stay in that perfect speed control range in this game of 350 to 390, or else you're just going to not win in the dogfight. And if you don't know your maneuvers and dogfighting tactics, you might die by a better player. Jets are one of the hardest parts about Battlefield. Getting kill streaks with them can be difficult as heck if you don't know how to fly with them. Of course, peak map, just keep bombing. So yeah, of course you all see my first ever attack heli playthrough. I didn't die once somehow, and didn't crash somehow with the attack heli. But of course, I am a veteran from Battlefield 4 and Battlefield 1. I did play a lot of 2042, only for about 100 hours, 200 hours of 2042, and I just quit the game because I just didn't really like 2042. But yeah, see, always going over this mountain. Every map will be different than Jet. Every cover is going to be different in all the jet maps. There's only really 4 jet maps and 3 jet maps in the full game now. So, it's going to be a little difficult if you want to fly jets a lot in Battlefield. Custom jets don't really work that well in the full game right now. Of course, if you want to fly jets, go to Portal, find yourself a training server. Portal training server where you can learn tons of jets, find tons of dogfighter superiority, learn how to fly the jet, use dogfighting maneuvers and all that. Of course, learn where all the base supply are on your team. Learn where all the base supplies, so you can always refill your bombs while going past. Like, learn all the paths. But yeah, this is your boy Don Jaws. I think I'm about to... You'll just see in a minute what happens here. Of course, I've been doing well. Oh yeah, I'm flying really good. Flying. Yeah, I died. This is your boy Jaws. Peace out.